How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the NBA. Now, I've been watching the finals. I'm a big-time basketball fan. Been that way for a long time. My team lost, the Milwaukee Bucks. The Raptors are a good team. They got them out of there, but I'm still watching it. I'm going for the Raptors because I want them to beat the Warriors. I don't like how they've just been winning every year, but that's a different story, and I digress. We're talking about the NBA today because of this article I saw on TMZ about Draymond Green, LeBron James, and other guys in the NBA. Apparently, some of these guys are offended at the term owner as it relates to the owner of the team. Now, the reason why some guys are offended is because owner could be seen as racially insensitive in the NBA where the majority of the players are black. So it kind of goes back to the whole slavery thing about the plantation owner, the slave owner, which is really ridiculous because you can be an owner of whatever you own. It doesn't matter what color you are. If you are a black person, you could be a business owner. You could be a team owner like Michael Jordan is with the Charlotte Hornets. You can be a homeowner, a car owner, or a dog owner, whatever you own, you could be an owner. So why is that term offensive? Just because you had people that own slaves doesn't mean that that term is somehow like loaded or a dog whistle. I mean, it's ridiculous. It points to how soft the nation has become. All right. You got Draymond Green going on LeBron James' show, The Shop, talking about, owner, we shouldn't use that anymore. We should use, chairman, CEO, shareholder, majority shareholder. Why use all these terms that don't necessarily mean owner to say owner? If you say owner, there's no ambiguity to it. If you say CEO, what is that? Mark Zuckerberg? Were you the CEO and owner? Is it an employee that's hired by a board? Who is that really? Shareholder, I can own shares in Apple, McDonald's, or an NBA team if that's possible, but am I the owner? I might have a fraction of a percent of a share in a company. That doesn't make me the owner. It makes me simply a shareholder. That ain't the same thing. Chairman, that could be the owner, but maybe it's the chairman of the board. That don't mean the owner of the company. So, I mean, there are very specific words for very specific things, especially when you're talking about legal terms. Owner just makes sense. Now, unfortunately, some teams have capitulated to this. I think Steve Ballmer out there in Los Angeles, he does not say owner anymore. I think it might be majority shareholder or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but I'll place what it is in the box below. But I know it doesn't say owner anymore on the website. And there are some other teams that have done this. Ironically enough, Draymond Green's owner is still called owner and nothing else. But Draymond still go out there and play basketball and get those millions of dollars from that owner every single day. And that's what it really boils down to, because it doesn't matter if there's not many black owners in the league. I think Jordan's the only one with the Charlotte Hornets. That's really irrelevant. The point is that you got like 70 to 80 to 90% of the league that are black. These guys are getting paid millions of dollars to play basketball. You got people from all over the world that would like to be in their shoes playing basketball, making any kind of money. You got guys out there playing basketball in the penitentiary, hoping they get out of jail to play basketball when they're free, let alone to go to the league and get paid $30 million a year to play basketball. I mean, come on. You're talking about the ultimate first world problem. Really, it's a you problem. If you get offended by the term owner, that is a you problem, not even necessarily a first world problem. It's really just crazy and pathetic. It shows how soft some guys are. You so triggered by the word owner because of slavery. Slavery was so long ago. Nobody you know was ever a slave. You were not a slave. Your grandma, none of y'all were slaves. Even if you were, why would the term owner trigger you so much? I mean, it would seem like any word would trigger you relating to slavery or that was used during that time. You can't say plantation. You can't say cotton. Like if you have on a cotton shirt, you should be triggered automatically. Don't call it cotton, call it Aldo Gone or something like that. Just don't say the word because I'm going to get offended right away. I'm going to just have flashbacks of my time on the plantation. I'm going to have flashbacks of 12 years a slave, and I'm going to just go into this ultimate trigger state. And I'm going to be in a fetal position, crying my eyes out on the ground. It's ridiculous. This just shows how soft some guys are. You getting paid millions of dollars to go out there and play basketball, and you want to look at the term owner as offensive, and you want to lobby for teams to go out there and change it. But it doesn't really matter if they don't change it, because you still get that money and you'll cash them checks and you'll still play the game. At the end of the day, as I close, I think people need to stop being so offended. These rich guys out here talking about their triggers and what little words offends them. I don't really care too much about that. But the problem is, this will get out there to people. Kids will watch it. Other adults will watch it. And then they'll believe what's being said. They'll believe that somehow the term owner is racially insensitive. It's a dog whistle. So then when they go to their job and they hear somebody talk about the owner and they're black and you got a lot of black employees, they'll feel offended. This is ridiculous. But I'm going to close with this. If you are really triggered, if you're really offended at the term owner, you should be offended and triggered at the concept of an owner. So don't work for an owner. How about that? Quit basketball. Don't get paid your $20 million salary for this year. Just say, you know what? I don't want that money. I ain't trying to play no more. I'm going to go out and have my own league. It'd be you by yourself on a YMCA basketball court and your girlfriend filming it to YouTube or something like that. And see how that works out well for you. Where it's no team, it's no competition. It's just you by yourself hooping. You can say you're the owner, right? You own everything. You don't got to worry about dealing with no owners or owner by a different name. You can do everything independently and see how well it works out for you. But that's pretty much all I got. So what say you? Do you think that the term owner is racially insensitive? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. You know where I stand. People need to stop being so soft and triggered. I mean, come on. I can say I'm a business owner. I can say eventually I'll be a homeowner, a car owner, or whatever. I'm not getting flashbacks of the homicide or something like that when I say the word. I mean, come on. I can understand racial slurs, but the term owner, what's going to be next? Big house, that's also offensive. White house, also offensive. We need to stop being so triggered, so offended by every little thing that happens in our lives. But that is pretty much all I got. So whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.